when I was born. 2nd of February 1925 in Newtown. Trowbridge Street, Chelmsford Street, Denison Street and Australia Street. Me and Ronnie Grant it was, we decided that we'd go down to Joyce's Biscuits. Trucks from the city run used to come back, used to Anthony Orden's, Grace Brothers and all them big shops like that come back, and they'd have real good broken biscuits in there. We used to save fruits each every time we went down there. We're coming home from school, you'd always race down to the fruit shop and ask for them any specs. That was apples with a bit of a mark on them, or a banana, a black banana or something, because that's how things were in them days. Everyone was living on the dole, put it that way, and there was no money about, so if you got a bit of fruit, you cut the speck out or bite it out and shot it away, but you eat the rest of it. Some people couldn't pay their rent. I remember distinctly 2 or 3 houses down there that they put the people out, and they was empty overnight. The next morning, all that was there was the brick walls. Every bit of wood in that house, doors, floors, windows, any bit of wood, any bit of wood in that joint was stolen overnight, you know. It was just the house was left bare. So in the finish, it doesn't matter how far you got beyond your rent, they wouldn't evict you. My dad was working at Bunnerong Powerhouse, so there used to be 2 men in RAV to get into the railway truck and shovel the coal off the ledges. And they was in there doing that, and they started to shut the train out before they was finished. Anyhow, my father fell down, and he went across the railway line, and the train chopped his right leg off just above the knee, and his right arm off just below the elbow, actually. And he was taken to hospital, and he died. That was on a Friday, on my 14th birthday. Dad got killed in 1939, and Mum got a certain amount of compo off it, and she had to buy the house in Australia Street. And we had a big family, and there was 4 of us in one bed up there. Four of us used to sleep in one bed. When I was 14, me and my mate, a bloke named Ronnie Grant, decided we'd go to the bush and get a job. So went down to Darling Harbour, got on a goods train down there. It was in the winter, and we got up to Oberon and was freezing to freaking death up there. So we got off the goods train up there and walked into the town and the police station to give ourselves up. And the next day the coppers put us on a passenger train and sent us back home again. We used to go to Barara Waters, actually, if we could get someone to drive us up there. Otherwise, we used to get the train to Hornsby, and then a bus out there, and then another bus down to Barara Waters, actually, because we had a permanent camp there on Crown land. At the tent there, we had bunks, homemade bunks built in the tent, one tent, and then another tent for the kitchen part. And then if you wanted to go to the toilet, you grab your shovel and up the bush you went and dug a hole. At one time up there, I was walking up through the bush there, and I found a big bag of gunpowder, or some sort of explosive powder. I brought it back to the camp, and I decided to make a bomb. So I got a bottle, I think it was a beer bottle. I said, fill it up with that stuff and put a detonator, put the fuse, the modular wire in it, and then went out in the boat and dropped it down in a deep hole. We got some fish, but they was all blown to pieces, they were. Bits of fish everywhere. So I wanted to join the army. That was in 1941, actually. I was a gunner, actually, gunner Sterling. I was in the anti-aircraft brigade at Newcastle, Fort Scratchley, Newcastle. And I wrote a letter home, but I had gunner Sterling, I mean, number and everything, Fort Scratchley, Newcastle. She got it. That was 3 months after I was in the army. She went through the proceedings then, and get me discharged underage, which happened. Well, just before I turned 18, I went and joined up again, actually.
Bombers of General Douglas MacArthur's command bound for Japanese bases in New Guinea, repeatedly softening enemy resistance with smashing assaults from the air.
We got in the boat there and went over to New Guinea at Lae. And we seen a little bit of action there, but not a great deal. But I finished up in hospital there. I was in the 2nd 7th AGH at Lae for about 3 weeks. I had dengue fever. I got dengue fever there. And I was in there. I got discharged from there. And then we moved up the coast a bit, and they put us in another boat, and we went up as far as Madang. And we've seen quite a bit of action there, actually, at Madang. Once in New Guinea, I thought I was dead. A bomb exploded, actually, and I was just on the outer ranges of it. And I was stunned a bit, but there was several blokes killed in it, you know. And we was lucky. But, it's one of them things. I came home to Australia and I was on leave, actually, over at Manly Beach, actually. One weekend I went over there for a swim with the mates I used to have before I joined the army. And one of my mates had a good-looking girl. I thought, shit, she's a nice woman, that. Nice girl. I finished up with her off him. And I was supposed to go back off leave. And I thought, now if I go back, Georgie Bobber is just the bloke's name. Georgie Bobber is going to win her back again. I didn't go back when I should have went back, and I stopped AWL, and the MPs pull up outside, and you get underneath the floorboards. I said, can I pull the carpet up and I get under the board? They said, so I started there, and the MPs, that's the military police, come in and search right through the house, but they couldn't find me. They didn't find me. And we finished up getting married, actually, the girl, and I had 3 children, actually, and I got divorced in 1960, I think. We was friends for the rest of her life, actually, and she died about 8 years ago, and I used to always go and see her, and we was always friends, you know. And my kids all loved me and things like that, you know, and I was always good to them. I suppose I went AWL a couple of times in the army. I mean to say, if I'd have been a good soldier, I wouldn't have done that. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of it, even though you got punished for it, but everything come up, and it's just one of them experiences of life, I'll put it down there, you know. I used to drink at the Carlisle Hotel, the closest pub to home, and also the Courthouse Hotel. I used to drink down there a fair bit. I had quite a few fights down there, really, at different areas, different times. But you see, it was one of those places where you'd have a fight with a bloke one day and just tell me mates to drink with him the next day. That's the type of area it was. I just got that way that I was getting on the grog, actually. I was drinking too much, and I've never had a drink since. This is 2016, and I'm doing all right. I met a woman after I got divorced. I met a woman. Let's go back, and we finished up living together. Rose was the name, actually, and we finished up living together. And we'd been on a trip up to Queensland. And on the way back, we pulled up at a place called Mawoolambar. We seen this shop. It was a milk bar and a fruit shop combined, and it was up for sale, $6,000. And you know, she talked me around. We finished up buying it. We was there about I don't know, 18 or 20 months, I think, and the bloke come in and asked for it for sale. I think we paid $6,000 for it, and we finished up selling it for 28. So we done it right out of that shop. 6 months after I retired, there's a big tree next door to our place, in the yard next door, hanging over our and I had a big green lawn in the back, and I was forever cleaning friggin' leaves off the trees for it. I put my ladder up the higher one, about 24 foot up, and I was cutting that, and got halfway through, and went down a bit, and then bounced back again and knocked my ass over it off the ladder, and I fell down and broke my neck. I woke up with bloody noises in me. I couldn't hear nothing. And I said, "Where are we?" And the bloke said, "You're in a helicopter on the way to Brisbane." 6 weeks after I'd been there, my kids come up, they got in touch with my 2 boys and a girl, and they come up there for the simple reason that they wanted to tell them that I'd probably never ever walk again. I was finished up being there 5 months and walking out in a pair of crutches, which I thought was pretty good, after they said I'd never ever walk again. Yeah, Rose died in the end of about October '99 actually, and we'd been together for about 40 years actually, and I had a couple of scratches in me one job, and I picked them out. There's one I hadn't scratched, so I had an apron actually. I scratched it off, and the first 3 numbers I had 100,000 in, and the last one I threw the next 3 numbers at 100. Oh shit, this was looking good. And bugged me dead. The first one I scratched on the last 3 numbers was 100,000. I couldn't believe it. There was a paper shop just round the corner from Physio. So I took it down there and asked the girl at the paper shop. She said, "That's dead set right." I had a bit of a pain in my chest actually when I was went to see my doctor, and he sent me for an X-ray actually, and he said, "I think you got a lung cancer." I was getting chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Since then, I've had to get an X-ray taken every 6 months and report back to the professor bloke that I was seeing, and he's cleared me all the time, every time I go back there now. When I smoke, and I shouldn't smoke, I know that, but I do. But at my age, why not? Oh yeah, I think I've been very lucky actually. And I think I should have been dead a couple of times really. You can take a bit of advice from people how you should live, but you just got to live life the way you want to live it. Otherwise, why live? This is how it works to me. I would say do what you want to do. If it's legal, if it's illegal and you get away with it, it's all right, but it's not real illegal, you know.
Hey, true blue, don't say you've gone. Say you've knocked off for a smoker, and you'll be back later on. Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. Give it to me straight, face to face. Are you really disappearing? Just another dying race. Hey, true blue. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when he's in a fight? Or just Vegemite? True blue, I'm asking you. Hey, true blue, can you bear the load Will you tie it up with wire just to keep the show on the road? Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. Now be fair dinkum. Is your heart still there? If they sell us out like sponge cake, do you really care? Hey, true blue. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when she's in a fight? Or just Vegemite? True blue, I'm asking you. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo?